Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy JD Darius, and welcome back to another episode of Open Court Conversations. Last time I talked to y'all about what the podcast is going to be about and why I decided to step away from the game so I could basically be somewhat of a guide throughout certain trials and tribulations y'all may be facing. But today I decided I'm going to do something a little different. This goes out to all the youngins out there, all the youngins that's playing basketball, football, soccer, whatever you're doing, music, even you already creating content or you creating a little small business for yourself. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Y'all keeping it real. But there's a few things that I want to say to y'all, especially because since y'all are younger, y'all still haven't experienced certain chapters of life yet, and those certain chapters are fastly approaching. Like, let's say some of y'all listening, y'all like 15, 16. When I was at that age, I was still playing basketball. I was still mostly playing AAU. If I was playing AAU, I was playing at the park with my homeboys. So I wouldn't consider myself to be I was okay when it came to hooping. I wasn't playing for school, but I was still out here trying to chase my dream, chasing that grind. And as a person, I would say that was definitely a learning period for me because I was learning a lot about myself and I was learning a lot about people around that time. So this episode, I'm going to give y'all some advice that I wish I heard when I was y'all age. And we're going to start with the very first point, and I think this might be the most important one for y'all. Keep God first. Keep God first. Look, there's no other way to put it, man. Without God, none of the stuff that we would have in this life would be possible. God, yeah, I would say me personally, around that time period, I was 15, 16, I got baptized in 2023. So I started seeing God in like a whole different light. Like back then, I was just thinking, oh, I just gotta go to church, this, that, and the third, and I'm cool. I'm gonna make it to heaven if I die. It's not the case, y'all boys. It isn't. Because in the Bible, it says faith without works is dead. So you can't just go to church every now and again, go to a Bible study here and there and just say, oh, I'm saved. Nah, y'all boys, not how it works. If you're going to believe in God, fam, you got to put in the work. You got to read your Bible. You got to go to Bible study. You got to go to church, do all of that. Serve your community. Serve your church community, you feel me? Because since I was playing basketball pretty much damn near every day, I wasn't taking God as serious as I should have been, even though that time period I was trying to get myself in there. So one thing I would say that I did was like kind of take a step back from everything I was doing so I could like get better with God. But everybody's relationship with God has their ups and downs through life because you getting older and you lose certain people in your life, whether they die or they just go away. So everything that we have is a gift, but it's never meant to sit on the throne. Only being that's supposed to be on the throne is him. So if y'all got a dream and you chasing it, man, make sure you keep God in it. Don't just do it for you, do it for him too. Make sure what you're doing is gonna benefit not just you, but all the others that's supposed to be in his kingdom. So number one, keep God first. Number two, this is a very underrated one, but I believe Lil Durk said it best. Watch who you call your homies. He's right. Watch who you call your homies, y'all boys. Especially at that age, y'all are younger. Y'all are definitely seeing things on social media, on TV, YouTube, all of that y'all should not be seeing at this age. And because y'all are seeing those things way earlier than you really should be, y'all boys are being influenced easily. So when I tell y'all watch y'all call your homies, fam, say for example you play football, right? If you're trying to be better, not only physically but also be mentally, hang out with some of like the guys that you kind of like you see that are actually doing their thing. I'm gonna use myself for example. I didn't play. I'm a hooper. So something that I did when I was at that time period, I was cool with most of the hoopers that went to my school. You feel me? But I started hanging out with them boys a little bit more around that age because AAU and Park is cool, but I was trying to finally, I think I was good enough to play school ball. Not only good enough to play school ball, I was good enough to like try to give myself some attention and all that. So that's what I started to do. I started hanging around them boys. I started hearing their opinions about certain things, their views on how school ball was this, that, and the third. And that helped me a lot. So it helped me to just keep working, keep my head down. Don't pay attention to like what other people seeing and all that. If I want to do something with this hoops shit, I gotta chase it. So yeah. But not everybody around you, they meant to be not everybody around you is meant to be in your corner. Some of them boys are just taking up space. So if your homeboy, your homegirl, even your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they influencing you to do something that you know deep down you shouldn't be doing, or you know deep down it goes against the morals and high values that you still have for yourself, maybe it's time to take a second look on things. And maybe it's time to have some very difficult conversations. So, number 2, watch who you call your homies. Number 3, this is a very underrated one. Study greatness. I'm gonna tell y'all where I learned that from. I got a poster of Kobe in my room because Kobe is one of my favorite players. My favorite player is Jordan, but Kobe's like top 3 for me. So that poster, it got like Kobe's 10 rules on it. If you know, you know. And one of those rules is study greatness. So if you're trying to do certain things, like especially sports and music, those two I think is like the biggest things that you have to study. Like myself, for example, when I was still playing, I used to study a lot of Victor Oladipo, Dwayne Wade, even Kobe and Jordan. I studied them a little bit too, cause the way my game, as I got older, instead of being that bat to basket big I was forced to be in middle school, I was spending my game. I got my handles up. Since I was already a bat to basket big when I was younger, I was already used to slashing and all that. My shot was starting to come along. So yeah, my play style, I was like a two-way slasher. My handles, it was decent. It wasn't never elite. My shot from midi was beautiful, but from the three, it depends on the day. Plus defense, I was locking jits up too because I was starting to study Kawhi around that time too. So definitely study greatness. Study greatness, y'all boys. Number 4, stay consistent and disciplined. I think one of the biggest reasons why a lot of young talent, they don't get better over time is because they don't stay consistent and disciplined. They just go off like, say once they have one setback, they just gonna use that, which is good and all. For some people it helps, but most of the time it's not. That's not gonna be the case. Whatever setback you have, that might provide you motivation for a little bit, but once that motivation fades, what you got left? Something I'll say for myself, I'll use the example of when I got hurt. I got hurt in the summertime. So that whole summer before school started, I was doing 2-a-days. I was doing therapy. Besides therapy, I was doing workouts at home, squats, plyometrics, and isometrics, so I could do my best to get my leg back in shape. It definitely helped at the time, but once I started getting back into it and I didn't stay consistent with it, I started feeling that pain started coming back. So that's on me. And then consistency. If you got a routine, set it for yourself, man. If you got a routine, stick to it. Because if you don't stick to that routine, bro, it's going to mess you up for real. Another thing that I would say that has to do with that, procrastination. If you procrastinated like myself, I'm still working on that myself to this day. If you procrastinated, bro, be careful. Be careful, because that can get you into a lot of things that you might not be able to get yourself out of. If you're a procrastinator, if you're not disciplined, if you're not consistent, you got to work on that. Because something when it comes to hoops, bro, especially with sports, talent can get you all the attention in the world. But if you're not consistent and you're not disciplined, you're not going to go nowhere. If you're not putting up 250 to 500 shots, or you on the field, you doing drills when nobody watching film, you're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to go nowhere. If you like one of the best ballers at your school, but your grades is trash, you not going nowhere. You got to stay consistent. Y'all got to stay disciplined. And the very last one, which is something that I literally just figured out before I came to talk to y'all about it. Do not make sports your identity. I mean, not just sports, whatever you're doing, do not make it your identity. What I mean by that is, don't let that be the only thing people know you for. Like, when I was around y'all age, 15, 16, 17, if you weren't close to me, that's all you would know about me, that I just play basketball. That's all you would know. You wouldn't know nothing else. But I'm saying this because life happens. And when life happens, it hits you fast, y'all boys. It could be one day you feel like you're on top of the world, then boom, everything just comes crashing down. Like, whatever it is that you're doing, fam, that's just what you do. It's not who you are. You still a human being, fam. You might be funny as hell, but nobody would know it. Why? Because you just put your whole personality into what you do. You might be one of the most kind and caring people in this world, but nobody would know because all they know about you is what you do. Nah, y'all boys. No, 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 no. Like, nah. Because something I would say about myself after I got hurt, my mental, it really got fucked up around that time. Excuse my French, because it's like, I put in all that work physically and mentally, and then now you telling me I'm not going to be able to hoop? Not even hoop. I could barely walk. Like, they basically made me stay in bed, like, most of the entire time that I got hurt. I'm just like, what the hell did I do all that for? I just went out and worked for nothing? And those that were around me at the time when I got hurt, which is a very limited amount of people, because, like, I felt embarrassed, I felt ashamed, because they knew that I was out here trying to chase my dream. I didn't really want to see everybody's face. So those that were there, they was there for a specific reason. So they try to help me get back to where I was, like, to help me find new interests and all that, get me to church, do whatever it is to, like, get my spirit back up, because I was really hurting around that time. And I would say because of that, that definitely helped me out to realize that being a hooper isn't going to be the only thing I'm going to be known for, or the only thing I want to be known for. Like, some people, you know me because I'm funny. Other people, they know me because I'm kind, I'm respectful. Some of the stuff that basketball taught me, they know me for that. I'm a competitor, I'm driven, I'm hardworking, I'm disciplined, I'm consistent. I do whatever it is I gotta do to get what I gotta do done. So that definitely helped me out a lot. But all in all, another thing, something I want to say before I close. I think a lot of people that used to play a sport, used to do certain things back in the day, I don't think they stopped doing it or they failed because it wasn't good enough. They failed or they stopped doing what they was doing because they put their whole identity into that, what they was doing. But it wasn't like that. It's not supposed to carry that much weight. They put the entire weight of the thing on their shoulders and ended up falling. So, which is why if I was able to talk to my younger self right now, I would tell him, you keep dreaming big, fam. It's gonna happen. But just be smart, stay grounded, stay humble, and don't lose yourself chasing it. Because if you lose yourself, you ain't gonna get it back. You feel me? Only thing I gotta say, keep God first. Watch who call your homies. Study greatness, stay consistent and disciplined, and do not make what you do your identity. I know y'all boys, I've been inconsistent with these episodes. I know. Give me a break. It's only my second one. I consider the one y'all heard me before as the intro. I think this is like more the tip off. So, all in all, just stay tuned, y'all boys. Stay tuned. But in the meantime, keep supporting, keep reaching out, keep doing whatever it is y'all need to do, bro. It's because of y'all I do this for real. So, y'all keep me going. So, I thank y'all for that. But in the meantime, it's your boy JD Darius on Open Court Conversations, and we out.